Today I'm going to share with you how I collect the seeds from my Dianthus flowers. There's actually still a few flowers left on the plant here, but as you can see, the seed pods are also dry and ready to collect seeds from. When they open up like this, like a little cup, you're ready to collect the seeds. Now you can either pop all these tops off and throw them in a paper bag, or I just take a little jar and lay it in the plant here, and I tilt them down, and I've already collected some seeds in the jar, and just give them a little shake. You can see all the seeds are coming out, and we'll do it to another few here. You can see the seeds are inside the pod here. So I like to collect the seeds in case I want to plant some in another part of the garden, or if I want to share them with friends who may want some seeds. These grow very well from seed. Another nice full pod. You can give them a little twist, a little bang. But it's nice and dry today, so it's a perfect day for collecting seeds. I don't recommend you collect seeds if the pods are at all damp. Wait till they dry out. And then go ahead and collect your seeds. Now if the pods are closed up like these ones, the seeds may not be mature enough inside. The seeds are a light brown in color. If you look down here, you can see there are a few seeds in here that are smaller and light brown. Don't mind that other chaff in there. But let's see if I can zoom in. Oh. But there, in front of my finger, you'll see some little brown seeds. These are not mature. You want them large and black. Well, they're still fairly small seed, but make sure that they're large and black. So I'm going to collect these seeds, and actually I'm going to have a project that I'm going to do with them a little later when I collect seeds from all my different flowers. I'll have that in a future video. So I just thought you may enjoy a quick little video on how to collect seeds from your Dianthus flowers. And as the season progresses and I have more flowers to collect seeds from, I'll show you how to collect those as well. Just for example, here we have mallow, and this is the seed pod for the mallow, but they're not ripe yet. You can see inside there's a little seed pod, and all these segments that you see here are seeds, and when they turn brown, they turn almost black, and this pod paper dries up, they'll be ready to collect. I think there may be a few over here. No, they're not quite. Okay, yeah, there's one here. Kind of came apart a little bit. So those are the seeds inside the mallow. We'll collect those a little later. Okay, I have another dry mallow pod here. And the seeds sometimes drop out already, but you go, these are the seeds. They're little fuzzy seeds inside the mallow flowers. Just take a look around and see if I can find any more varieties of flowers that are ready to collect seeds from. Okay, also the chives are ready. The chive head dries up like this, and you can see the little black specks in there. Just give that a shake and look at all those chive seeds. So you can move these to another part of the garden, or you can share them with friends. Let's see what else we may have. Well, on the top of the gold flame spirea, these are actually seeds. When the purple flower, this is the purple flower here. When the purple flower dries up, I'm going to get in really close here if I can, you'll see at the very tip of where every flower was, there's a small cluster of seeds. Now these reseed themselves in the driveway and everything, So if you roll that around a little bit, that's the little seeds on the top here of the gold flame spirea. And even though this is a shrub, it grows very, very well from these seeds. So you can just cut these tops off here and put them in a brown paper bag and shake them around. Probably would wait until they get a little more dry, like this here. These are fairly still, you know, fresh seeds. You want to make sure they're viable. So just wait a little longer till they completely dry out. Now some plants produce seeds inside of berries. So what you would be doing is where the flower once grew, the flower will turn into a berry. And then inside the berry, if you dry out the berry, excuse my nails, I've been weeding, there will be seeds. Oop, I just popped that one right out of there. Let's find another one. So this is my snowberry bush. And inside the berry is a little seed. So we can reseed those as well. Now these don't grow incredibly from seed. You can grow them from seed. You will need to cold stratify the seed, meaning it needs to go through a cold period. So you either plant it in the fall, or you'll have to take it in and put it in your fridge to give it a cold period. Let's see what else we may have. Now annual flowers are extremely easy to collect seeds from. We have the nasturtiums here, and after the flower is finished on the nasturtiums, we have these nasturtium seeds. These are not viable yet. They're not fully ripe. You want to wait a little longer until they dry up and then collect them. Now if you wanted to pick them at this stage, they are edible. But if you want to save them for flowers next year, have to wait for them to get a little bit more ripe than this. There's quite a large one here. This one's maturing well. We don't have to buy flower seeds year after year. We have a variety that we like. We can just wait for it to go to seed and collect those seeds. And this is the seed pod to these poppies here. These big, beautiful peony poppies. They have a seed pod like this, and again, it has to dry out. And this comes in, little holes will form on the top, and it'll be like a little shaker jar. Really cute. And here we have borage. And always look to where the flower or the fruit was to look for the seed. So this is where the flower of the borage was. And inside here we will see some green seeds forming. So there's the seeds inside, but again, they're still green. So we're going to leave them alone and collect them later. And here we have calendula. And when the flower starts to dry up and move away from the plant here, the petals will fall out, and underneath, I have one here, there will be these curly little seeds, and these are very prolific in producing seeds, easy seeds to collect because they're quite large. But again, these are green, so we're going to wait until they dry out. Here's another flower that I wanted to show you. This is, not this weed here, this is rock cress, and this is finished flowering. It's a spring flowering perennial. And when it's finished flowering, their seed pods are very interesting. It almost looks like seed tape. So if you can see that here, these are tiny, tiny little seeds stuck to a fine paper-like filament inside the pod. I'll just peel it up a little bit there. And those are the little tiny seeds from your rock cress. So all these papery little pods on the top of the rock cress are filled inside with little tiny seeds. So it's very, very small, and they readily reseed themselves. Here I have some Columbine, and this is perfectly ready to collect the seeds from. And this was where the Columbine flower was, and then you have these beautiful little star-shaped cups on the top, and each one of these cups contain a bunch of seeds. So just like with the Dianthus, you can just tip these upside down, give them a little shake, and all the seeds will come out. And they are ready to share. These are a perennial flower. Here's a tiny one that may be more difficult to find. These are violas. And again, where the flower grew, we're going to look at one here. I'm sorry for the wind. When the flower petals start to curl back, you'll see a tiny little bulb form inside. And this is a seed pod. And inside the seed pod are quite a number of seeds. So these are very, very tiny. And the seeds inside them are even tinier again, but I can see through the side here, and they are still unripe, so we want to leave these to dry up a little bit more. But you can get quite a few viola seeds just from one small pod that you can find inside the flower. It curls up and dies back. Just peel those petals back here. And this one as well. And there's the little viola pod in there. So I'm going to go ahead and collect some more of my wildflower seeds. Also have here, this is Arugula, and they have beautiful flowers. And everywhere that the flowers formed, you'll find these large, sort of fat, long seed pods. Oh my goodness. And inside each one of those seed pods are numerous seeds as well. So I'm going to let these dry up on the plant, and these ones I'll show you how to collect in another video. So I'm going to go back to collecting some of my wildflower seeds, and I hope you found this little video useful. And stay tuned in the future. I'm going to show you a nice little project that you can do with your wildflower seeds. Is there someone hiding in there? Are you hiding in there?